Um, Happy Sunday, everybody. CT Luna here. Welcome to the Audio Lab. Throughout the month of July, which is ending in just like 5 days, I'm running a little experiment, and I know so many of you love to listen to your books. And since I'm getting ready to eventually record and publish the official audiobook for Brown Beyond Borders, Emerging into Golden Multidimensionality, I wanted to practice out loud with you first. So every single day this month, I'm pulling up a chair, reading a few pages of my memoir right here. And if you're on the free list, these daily drops will stay open for just a few days before they head into the archives for my paid subscribers. So make sure you keep up. And if you ever miss a session or want to unlock the whole archive to listen at your own pace, you can upgrade to a paid subscription at any time. And just a quick secret, with either a monthly paid subscription or the annual subscription, you also get the free ebook of this Brown Beyond Borders, so you can follow along if that's something you like to do as well. Anyway, today we are continuing chapter, I should have looked at this before getting started, chapter 13, which I had erroneously called chapter 12 in the paperback. That's going to be changed in the new edition of the paperback. So chapter 13, Freedom No Matter Where. We started a little bit of it yesterday, and I'm picking up where I left off. As the world continues to present its challenges, the most formidable barriers are always the ones I build within myself. Walls of fear to stave off imagined threats and the shackles of limiting beliefs that stop me from doing something I might benefit from. Looking back on my journey, I recall numerous moments when internal obstacles held me back. There was the time I hesitated to speak up in a meeting, fearing my ideas wouldn't be valued, or times I held myself back from applying for or pursuing opportunities, believing I wasn't qualified or capable enough. These moments were not isolated incidents, but rather reflections of deeply ingrained patterns of self doubt and insecurity. In the opening chapters, we covered how these patterns manifested in my own life, from the anxieties surrounding cultural identity and belonging to the challenges of navigating a predominantly white academic environment. I recounted instances where I questioned my voice, my worth, and my place in the world, highlighting the insidious nature of self doubt that can creep into the lives of women like you and me. You might remember how we trace back to the origins of these insecurities: societal expectations, cultural conditioning, and the ever present specters of prejudice and discrimination. Acknowledging these external influences is a crucial step in disentangling one's own internal struggles from the broader societal forces at play. In this process of self reflection, I began to recognize that these patterns of self doubt and insecurity are not unique to me. They are a shared reality for many biracial immigrant women. We are constantly bombarded with messages that question our belonging, our intelligence, and our ability to succeed. These messages, both subtle and overt, can chip away at our confidence and limit our aspirations. But the narrative doesn't have to end with victimization. By recognizing these patterns and their origins, we can begin to challenge them, rewrite our internal narratives, and reclaim our power. We can cultivate self compassion, embrace our unique identities, and find strength in our differences. Ultimately, the journey towards self actualization requires us to confront and dismantle deeply ingrained patterns of self doubt and insecurity. It is only by breaking free from these limitations that we can fully embrace our multidimensionality and live authentic, empowered lives. As we learn to trust ourselves, value our voices, and celebrate our unique identities, we pave the way for a future where every woman can thrive and contribute her full multidimensional potential to the world. Overcoming fear and limiting beliefs is an ongoing process. It requires constant self awareness, a willingness to challenge our inner narratives, and the courage to step outside our comfort zones. As I continue to explore the world and embrace new opportunities, I realize that each time I face my fears and push past my limitations, I not only expand my external horizons, but also reclaim my inner freedom. This journey is about stepping into our power to truly experience the boundless possibilities of a life lived in freedom. Fear, a primal emotion wired into our very being, can be a powerful force. It can protect us from harm, and it can paralyze us with inaction. Whispering doubts in our ears and casting shadows of uncertainty, fear blocks us from embracing freedom and reaching our full potential. For many of us, fears can be shaped by experiences of prejudice, discrimination, and the constant pressure to conform. Under the weight of societal expectations, along with the burden of internalized doubts about our worth and capabilities, we may fear rejection, failure, or not being enough. Thank goodness we don't have to let fear hold us captive. We can learn techniques to overcome its grip. One such technique is the simple practice of tapping, also known as emotional freedom techniques, or EFT, popularized by Nick Ortner. Tapping involves gently tapping specific acupressure points while focusing on the fear or anxiety being experienced. This technique, which combines ancient wisdom with modern psychology, has been shown to help reduce stress, release negative emotions, and promote a sense of calm and well being. Even renowned spiritual teacher Ianla Van Sant incorporates tapping into her teachings on forgiveness, recognizing its power to release emotional blockages and facilitate healing. And by acknowledging and addressing our fears through tapping or other mindfulness practices, we can begin to loosen their hold on us and create space for greater freedom and self expression. But overcoming fear is just one piece of the puzzle. We must also confront the limiting beliefs that often underlie our anxieties. These beliefs are usually formed in childhood or through negative experiences. They can become deeply ingrained in our subconscious, shaping our thoughts, behaviors, our sense of self, and ultimately the shape of our lives. Florence Scovel Shinn, a prominent author and spiritual teacher within the New Thought movement of the late 1800s, emphasized the power of positive thought and affirmations to overcome limiting beliefs. She taught that our thoughts create our reality, and by consciously choosing positive, empowering thoughts, we can shape our experiences and attract greater abundance and success into our lives. For Brown immigrant women, challenging limiting beliefs can be particularly transformative. We may have internalized messages about our race, ethnicity, or cultural background that tells us we're not worthy or capable. By identifying these beliefs and replacing them with positive affirmations, we can begin to rewrite our internal narratives and step into our power. The journey to freedom is not about eradicating fear, it is about embracing it. It's about learning to dance with it. It's about recognizing fear as a natural human response, acknowledging its presence, and choosing to move forward despite it. It's about challenging the limiting beliefs that hold us back and embracing the truth of our limitless potential. Breaking free from the shackles of fear and limiting beliefs, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities. We can pursue our passions, embrace our unique identities, and make a meaningful impact on the world around us. We can live authentically, courageously, and with the unwavering belief that we are worthy of all the freedom and joy that life has to offer. Overcoming obstacles is one thing, but cultivating a mindset that allows freedom to flourish is another. It's like tending a garden. After clearing the weeds of fear and limiting beliefs, we must nurture the soil with gratitude and resilience to foster true freedom and blossom. Throughout my journey, I found comfort and strength in the teachings of Esther and Jerry Hicks on the law of attraction. Their emphasis on appreciation and deliberate creation resonates deeply with me. It isn't just about wishing for a better life. It is about actively appreciating what I already have and focusing on the positive aspects of my experiences. Remember those moments on Maui when I found joy in the simple act of watching the sunrise over the ocean or the feeling of sand between my toes? These were moments of pure gratitude, moments when I allowed myself to be present and appreciate the beauty all around me. But life, as we all know, isn't always sunshine and rainbows. Contrast is inevitable, and it's in those moments that resilience becomes our greatest ally. Christy Rutherford's teaching on resilience and overcoming adversity have been a guiding light. She has reminded me that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities for growth. When confronted with discrimination in Switzerland, or when I felt the sting of rejection in my career, I have drawn on her teachings to find the strength to rise above and keep moving forward. This combination of gratitude and resilience forms the foundation of a freedom mindset. Gratitude allows us to appreciate the abundance in our lives, even amidst challenges. And grit, fueled by gratitude and resilience, is what transforms us from the inside out. As we cultivate a freedom mindset, let's acknowledge that we are shedding the limitations of the past so that we can step cleanly and sure footedly into our golden potential. Let's transcend the expectations that society may have placed upon us based on our race, gender, or background. Let's tap into an inner strength and confidence that allows us to express ourselves fully and authentically. Let's nurture this freedom mindset with gratitude and resilience and watch as our lives blossom into the vibrant expressions of our true selves. This is the essence of true freedom, the freedom to be who we are without apology or reservation. It's the freedom to live a life that is aligned with our values and passions and to make a positive impact on the world around us. That is the end of chapter 13, Freedom No Matter Where. Um, I'm just loving how the pace is accelerating in this book, um, and appreciating what I've done here. It's been a year since I kind of completed these words and I started the reviewing process, launched the Brown Beyond Borders Substack. That was just a year ago as well. And at the time, I was still in the thick of proofreading, editing, reviewing, and revising the words, and that's all fine. But now, really, a year later, I'm seeing sort of the fruits of my labor. I'm also seeing some of the errors that I made, like repeating a chapter 12 twice, and therefore messing with the sequence of the chapter numbers, and definitely addressing that for the hardback, which will also come out around the same time as the audiobook. But again, I'm appreciating how the pace of the pace, at least for me to read it, the pace of the storytelling and the vibe of the book is kind of picking up and um, feeling empowering. So it's really a joy to be reading this now out loud, and I look forward to when I officially do it with the right equipment, because apparently this microphone isn't suitable for Amazon's Audible. Anyway, so that's where we're stopping for today. If you have a question about the book, the writing process, or anything we covered in today's segment, drop it in the comments of this post, and I might just answer yours in a future episode. I'm seeing that it's probably going to be another 5 days of recordings, and then the audio lab will be complete. So I am thinking of having an Ask Me Anything session on Friday evening. It might be the penultimate day of the audio lab, or it might be the actual last day of the audio lab. So we'll see. And yeah, and so maybe that's where I will also kind of consolidate some of your comments and questions. I am really glad I've gotten the chance to share this unedited process with you. Look out for the next pages in your inbox tomorrow morning. If you know someone who would connect with this part of the journey, please share this post with them while it's still open to the public. And if you want to support this audio experiment and my writing as I start drafting book 2, consider becoming a paid subscriber to unlock everything, because it is going to start getting gnarly. I have started drafting or outlining book 2, and I'm doing everything analog, pen on paper. It's kind of the only way I can kind of think for myself in this, you know, internet, AI, virtual um, reality that we're in right now. So consider becoming a paid subscriber if you want to unlock everything, because I am going to share some of those tricks of what I am up to entering into the writing of book 2. And Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you tomorrow. Boop.